All right, people, welcome back. I feel I should discuss this or also share my own opinion concerning this particular topic because I know why there seems to be debate about whether or not you can get permanent residence in Malta. And from my findings, I think these are some of the reasons why people seem not to be sure about the possibility of getting this PR. Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is J.O.S. Travel Abroad, and I thank you once again for stopping by. For those of you that are my OG, I really appreciate you. You've been wonderful, and you guys have been really supportive. I want to say thank you. Let's push ourselves further. I want us to grow together as one family. And this will be by you recommending or sharing my video to those you feel would want to make use of the information around you. And if you're seeing my face for the very first time, I want to say thank you for stopping by. This is J.O.S. Travel Abroad. I share most content or information concerning how to migrate abroad using the study route, which of course I believe is the safer and better options concerning the benefits. All right, now about this topic, I once had a kind of a very educative look. I don't want to use the word argument, actually. It's not like I don't know what to say, but I want to have this educated kind of encounter with one of my friend, and then we were talking about they don't believe Malta actually give permanent residence. Then I told that person that I find it difficult to believe because Malta is part of the Schengen countries, it's part of the countries in EU and part of Schengen. For that reason, there are these international policies or rules that govern them to all the Schengen countries. And if you notice, they have some kind of similarity in the way they issue permanent residence. Some of them will tell you after 5 years you qualify to get a passport. All you just have to do is the language. Some will say maybe after 5 years you get the permanent residence first, then maybe after 2 years, after 10 years. So there is this similarity about their style, the method of issuing permanent residence and citizenship. All you just have to do is to learn the language, have basic understandings of the language. So I find it difficult to believe you wouldn't get it in Malta as well. Then after much, researching, checking from the site of the identity, also doing 1 or 2 research, I discovered that it is not as if Malta don't give. The reason people think Malta don't give permanent residences is the same similarity that comes to what you experience if you're applying for study visa. The pressure on them to get this permanent, there are a lot of people on the queue waiting to be attended to. Now, what does it really mean? What is going on is that for you to become a permanent resident in Malta, Malta has a fantastic opportunity to become permanent resident in the sense that if you go to identity website, you will find out that what is written there is that as soon as you are legally residing in Malta for 5 years, this simply means even if you're in Malta, you came to Malta as a student, from the minute you were issued your resident card, your temporary resident card, that qualify you as a legal resident of Malta, that you start counting your period, your 5 years tenure, start from that moment. So whether you are a student or you're a worker, in as much as you are getting your temporary resident card and you are renewing it yearly, it's inclusive. It's all together what will make up the 5 years stays in Malta. As soon as you have done your 5 years stay in Malta, you are qualified to apply for the permanent residence. One of the criteria or the major criteria that is bringing this delay or making it seem difficult or confusing is the language test. Despite the fact that Malta is considered as official English-speaking country officially, they also have their main language, Maltese. So they focus on that. They are not using English as a yardstick to issue you the permanent resident. They are working with the other official language, which is Maltese. All you have to do is to do the basic language test and have that certificate to apply for your PR after 5 years of legally residing in Malta. How do you go about that? Now, you need to apply. There are a lot of people that have been waiting to be called. University of Malta, according to what I found out previously, is that the University of Malta is a place where you would be able to do that test for free. But I believe they said, I don't know if you think it's not true, please kindly drop that in the comment section below. But from what I noticed, or what they said, that it seems University of Malta stopped doing that. Now it's been shifted to MCAS. So if you are to apply for your language test, not doing the test in the school, don't get it wrong. I'm not saying University of Malta or MCAS is where you have to write the test. You need to go for the training. That is where you will learn the language. You go through the training, so you'll be qualified to then you now have what it takes to apply for and sit for the basic test. So to learn it for free, it used to be University of Malta, but they said it's been shifted to MCAS. Now MCAS has a lot of applicants on queue waiting to be called upon to start their class. The first phase is that when you apply, they would attend to you, invite you for an interview. Then once you pass that interview stage, you will be on the wait list, telling you when there is available free class for you to start attending. So this is where the delay is now. There are a lot of people that are waiting to start their class, which have not been able to get a date to start. And then you coming to join them, it means the more there are people on queue, the more the delay. You get? So this is where the problem is. So I have someone that is over 6 years already in Malta, and this, the only thing holding him now to apply for it is the language test. He has done the interview thing in MCAS. He's waiting to be called upon for over a year plus now. He has been waiting to be called by MCAS on when to start this class. So from then, I kind of suggested, I was not telling him, why not go to a private school to learn this language? Number one, if you go to a private school to learn it, you will have to pay. The government school offering it, do it for free. The private school, you would have to pay. So it depends on what they tell you, how much they are going to charge you for maybe 2 months class or 3 months language class. So you will need to prepare to pay. That is condition one. Now, apart from you making payment to private school, I later discovered or found out that regardless, even if you're going to do the language text or practice, if you're going to go for the training practice under a private institution, it is kind of mandatory that you also do it under a government-owned institution. That is what I noticed, and this is where I believe why a lot of people are still waiting to get that opportunity. Now, if you go for a private school, what this means is, okay, let me quickly chip in this so you understand how it works or what it means. You need to do basic language, 2 language text, practice and text. So like basic language 1 and basic language 2. So you need to do those 2 basic language practice and tests. And then if you're going to do, from when I was suggesting telling the guy to go for this, to just gather some fund and try to go learn it under a private school, I think what he told me was that even if you're going to do it under a private school, first of all, you're only allowed to do maybe 1 in a private school and 1 on the government, which is the free one. Now, if you're going to do 1 on the private, 1 on the government, you need to be patient until you are called upon for the government owned. And that there's a whole lot of people that have been waiting for a year, 2 years, they've not gotten to their turn. This is why people think it is difficult. So after you turn 5 years, you still be waiting to make sure you have done your language test and then all those stuff before you get to your turn. You see, apart from that, once you apply, there is no specific time duration. You say, oh, immediately after 1 month of submitting the application, you will get it. It might take a couple of months, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, depending. You can't judge the government on it. All you just have to do is maybe consult with the entity, the government agency, to find out what is actually the official considerable duration, which of course it doesn't mean whether or not you get to be approved the wronged for not giving you at the actual time you expect. So these are the things. Now, a quick solution, or what I recommend, is if you know, okay, maybe let's do that in the next videos. I'll talk about those that are planning to stay longer in Malta and those that are not willing to stay long in Malta. If you let's discuss this together like team. What I believe from my own point of view, you might make use of it, and you might also put it, side by side of what you think, what your opinion is, and work things out of it, make a decision concerning that. Until I see you in that video, I want to say a big thank you for watching up to this moment. And if you've not subscribed, kindly hit on the subscribe button and hit on the notification when in case I drop a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Until then, let me say thank you and bye for now.